Tonight on CTV, find out more about this morning's crash at the corner of Plum and Shields.
Plus, ASCSU campaign season is finally coming to a close.
And Better Together Day celebrates unique perspectives. All this and more starting now. An ASCSU campaign is facing allegations. I'm Matt Leisman.
And I'm Edgar Studio. Thank you for joining us this evening.
A person was hospitalized today in a vehicle crash at the intersection of Plum and Shields Street. The accident involved 3 vehicles, including a transport bus, and happened just before 8 o'clock this morning. Shortly after the crash, Fort Collins police tweeted there had been a serious accident and advised commuters to use alternate routes. The Fort Collins intersection reopened just about 2 hours following the incident at 10:21 in the morning. The name of the person hospitalized has not been released at this time.
This past Sunday, Fort Collins police responded to a domestic disturbance call. 42-year-old Michael Aguirre Jr. was armed with a gun in his residence at the 6600 block of Antigua Drive. After refusing to comply with officers, the Fort Collins SWAT team assisted, and Aguirre was safely taken into custody after about 4 hours. He is charged with 2 felonies, including false imprisonment and menacing.
As campaigning season comes to an end this week, the Associated Students of CSU presidential candidate Ben Admonson and vice presidential candidate Alexandra Farias's campaign finance documents are being questioned. In a campaign video, Admonson says he and Farias donated most of their campaign money to the food bank of Larimer County due to their food insecurity platform. A member of ASCSU filed a report alleging the Admonson-Farias campaign misreported their donations, which would violate the ASCSU elections code. According to the Donations and Expenditures report, the Admonson-Farias campaign has donated $100 to the food bank. Admonson clarified his campaign didn't claim to donate all campaign funds, but rather his own personal money. However, Admonson says his campaign donated more than what's in the report. This investigation is ongoing. You can visit collegian.com for the latest results.
Oil drilling in Larimer County has been uncommon in recent years, especially compared to the state's #1 oil and gas producer, Weld County. However, Larimer County oil and gas operators submitted more than 130 drilling applications since last October. That's 17 times more than they submitted the entire year before. Fort Collins is one of few cities in Colorado that hasn't responded to state legislation. Although drilling in city limits is rare, Fort Collins still doesn't have any new regulations on the table.
Starting April 27th, the Exchange will offer an outdoor area where it's legal to drink alcohol. This will be the only place in Fort Collins where this practice is legal. After almost 3 years, the Exchange got their liquor license last week. This common consumption area includes Pizza Press, the Vatos Tacos, Copper Muse Distillery, the Infinite Monkey Theorem, and more as part of an entertainment district approved by City Council last month. The Exchange is located on North College Avenue and is the 10th entertainment district in Colorado.
It's been a sunny week so far, but that could take a turn tomorrow morning.
That's right, Edgar. Another blizzard is headed to Fort Collins, and now our weather forecaster, Jacobo Tiscareño, has more on tomorrow's storms. Jacobo?
Thanks, Matt. The warm weather we've been having here in Fort Collins is about to change. The National Weather Service issued a blizzard warning for Fort Collins, Loveland, and the Denver metro area from noon tomorrow to Thursday. Fort Collins is expected to get 2 to 5 inches of snow, with wind gusts approaching 40 miles per hour. Temperatures in Fort Collins will fall from today's high of 77 degrees to 20s by tomorrow night. If this prediction comes true, this will be the second blizzard in a month. Now back to you, Edgar.
Cool. With less than 24 hours to go until ASCSU elections close, we here at CTV have been working to bring you the latest updates on the presidential campaigns. We will be tweeting coverage of the 5 presidential campaigns throughout the night on our Twitter, CTV11.
The ASCSU Senate race has grown, with Blake Alford and Kevin LaRusso tossing their names in to run against Connor Hendrick. The 3 candidates focus their platforms on transparency within ASCSU.
We have a Senate that does a lot of things, passes a lot of bills and legislation. That's fantastic. But one thing is that students and constituents don't know about it, right? So there's no active Senate marketing to let people know that, hey, you can either come in and voice your opinion, or B, you can help write this legislation or be a co-sponsor on it.
Letting people know what ASCSU does, marketing it to people, that's not what it is. My version of transparency is making every single Senate session open to the public, making sure beforehand we're spending time out there telling students what bills we're about to be going over within the Senate.
Transparency, awareness, and bringing in new people. And the reasons why I want to focus on those things is because ASCSU is doing a great job right now of being transparent and bringing awareness to what we are, but we can always improve.
The three candidates mentioned their goals for the Senate and the student body if they are elected.
Focus on reshaping the image of ASCSU through actually putting in the work of making it a better, more open organization.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to hopefully next year a more effective, more efficient, more accountable and transparent Senate for the students on this university.
I think it's important that students know what ASCSU is doing, and that's something that Speaker of the Senate, that's what I would bring to the forefront, is letting people know is, hey, we can help you solve your problems, and here's how.
LaRusso, Alfred, and Hendrick also mentioned that they want more outside voices from the student body to be represented within the Senate and ASCSU.
Putting ASCSU out there, it's not about the website, it's not about the social media, it's about the people, the actual people within the Senate as people going out and talking to other individuals.
People saying, hey, ASCSU is an institution that can do things and that we can do so many things for you through marketing, through writing bills, through legislation.
One idea that I've been thinking about is adding a diversity position to our legislative branch's leadership, and this can bring in more diverse points of view on campus.
Voting ends tomorrow at 4 in the evening. CSU students can vote on RamWeb or in person at the LSC Plaza.
For more information on the ASCSU elections, you can visit collegian.com.
Colorado State student, staff, and faculty shared their beliefs today in an interfaith event called Better Together Day. This event took place just outside of the Laurie Student Center in the Sutherland Community Garden. It provides a safe space for students to share their beliefs and discuss the differences and similarities present on campus. There were also snacks, games, and a photo booth to capture students' personal ideologies. I spoke with some of the students attending Better Together Day and found out that a lot of us aren't so different after all.
So is there any particular faith or ideology that you identify with?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
I identify as Lutheran.
I'm atheist.
And I'm exploring just about everything right now, so we'll see.
And so then what's something that you've learned about someone else's faith today?
Okay, so something really cool I learned today was Baha'i, and they believe that all religions have some truth in it, and it is a continuous spectrum, and that God reveals himself at different periods in each religion.
Within this event, it just shows that like all of us can be together and not pick out like the things that are so different, but just like come together and say that we're similar by believing in something.
It's kind of just realizing that a lot of us have similar backstories on why we picked our religions, and we pick different religions for different reasons, but all kind of stem from the same place.
Why do you think this event is so important?
Yeah, we're very different people, and you might look at the outside and assume something about somebody, but here we're just encouraging, not necessarily for you to go and accept everybody's religion, but to be respectful and engage in respectful and accepting conversations, really. Yeah.
And I just think it's always important to have a respectful conversation with people that aren't necessarily like you.
So Edgar, I was out there at the LSC today and I got to participate in the event a little bit, and I think it was really great that we had an opportunity for students to come around and discuss their beliefs in a really respectful environment.
I think that's sweet that you can have a conversation with someone. Obviously, religion is a pretty controversial topic to many, so I think just finding that common ground with whatever religion, and it looks like there was a wide variety there, so just like the awesome thing is just like learning about each other's religions and practices and all that stuff. So that's pretty sweet that you were able to go to that and cover it too.
I agree,
so
yeah.
It was a nice day for it too, so. Well, Rams, that's all we have for the news. Stay tuned with Jacobo Tiscareño as he brings you your weekly forecast.
Plus, Tara and Jessica have all the highlights from last night's University of Virginia win at the Basketball National Championship.
And then Justin recaps this weekend's drag show. You won't want to miss it.